Hello and welcome my soul tribe for love month day 4. This is for the singles, so this is looking into somebody that you'd be attracting into your experience. Of course, use your discernment and take your time. Getting to know new energies always, right? But let's go ahead and get into it. So I have divided this into feminine and masculine energy. Okay, so for those of you that are wanting to attract in a masculine energy, we have an artistic man, someone creative who paints, draws, writes, composes songs. Okay, to clarify that, we have musical, talented, and entertaining. So you have somebody who likes to be on stage or somebody who likes to be a creative, right? They maybe like to perform or maybe they like to create songs and routines and things for others to perform here. But this is somebody that, is very inspirational. This is somebody that, you might share some of the same hobbies with, right? Some of you can meet this person maybe through some sort of class, right? Of sharing the same love of that hobby or maybe that artist or maybe some of you, it could be many different spaces and places, right? We also have curious, finds out things, tries new activities. So somebody's a bit, they're open-minded. I'm getting this person is kind of very, in many ways, kind of go with the flow, but they definitely have their structure and they have their routine and they have their boundaries. I think the way that they're going to approach you is going to be very curious. And we have supportive, lends a hand, does their share. So somebody who is very supportive person as well. They're not just selfish and stuck in like only what they want, what they want to create. Like I think this is someone who would be open to having a partner, and you're someone who has caught their eye, whether you both could be musicians, your voice or your song caught their eye, or your painting or your creativity or your message caught their attention, right? But this is someone who's fairly relaxed. They don't feel super intense. This is someone who they like to create from their soul, okay? And just kind of seems light. It seems lighthearted. Okay, we have for the messages, I won't let my problems cause me and you problems. Okay, so this person is adamant about taking accountability for what they need to in their experience, right? This person, just like most people in the world, right? They definitely have things that they need to work out. I'm getting a sense of maybe they need to work on some mental health things, like balancing out, working through their emotions and balancing out their emotions. But this would be somebody who'd be actively working on that, right? This is somebody who would prioritize their mental health. This is somebody who would prioritize, solutions in their experience rather than making excuses. And that's something you would see with this person in your experience, okay? They would show that to you. We also have, you have the most beautiful soul. Like I said, I think this person is way more connected with being moved through their soul, like being moved through artwork, being moved through their emotions. And, you definitely stand out to them here. It's your energy that catches their attention. It's your soul, or the soul that you put into the work that you're doing. Like I said, whether you're singing, you're a performer, you're artistic as well, your message, your creativity, your expression. And we have, I want to do sweet things for you. So, you pretty much would inspire this person to just want to be supportive and do sweet things for you. It doesn't feel restrictive in any way, shape, or form. It feels very relaxed. It feels very, nice, this energy here. Okay. We also have romance. Okay, somebody who'd be romantic. These are the love language messages. So someone who is, a bit of a romantic. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who would write you a song or create something, or you would be a bit of an inspiration or muse to this person. We have breakfast in bed. We have volunteering, giving back, in your community. I think that's something very important. We have the supportive, the supportive nature, DIY projects. We have matching outfits, and we also have I miss you. So this person would express that they miss you. I don't think this is anyone uncomfortable with their emotions or expressing like how they feel. Not that when you first meet this person, they're going to be like, I miss you. But these are just some of like the love languages that you might see within this individual, matching outfits and really working together as a team and getting to know each other really kind of like as friends, right? But there's still that element of romance here, right? and the sense of this person kind of wanting to partner up with you, getting to know you, like I said, some of you might meet this person through some sort of class, some sort of group. I'm sensing that here. But they would want to take their time getting to know you, what your values are, if your values match up, seeing how they can assist you, how they can support you, how they can help you. Okay. Some of you, your first date may be a coffee date with this person, and that's where you really kind of connect and you have a lot of similarities. Okay. And of course, like I said, take your time getting to know this individual, but this seems really, really kind of nice and sweet and lighthearted and quite enjoyable. Yeah, there's that paint, right? Painting's coming through quite a bit, so some of you could definitely be artist painters. You could even be in the DIY project and volunteering. You could even meet each other through some sort of volunteer project, right? Where you are helping to paint something for your community. You're giving back in some way, and that's kind of how you connect and how you kind of start to get to know each other. Because it does feel very lighthearted. Some of you, it's a coffee house. Some of you, it's poetry. Some of you, it's like a small venue. But I think you would definitely be feeling good vibes from this person. They'd be quite relaxing for you to be around. And I don't think that they would be like mysterious and playing games. I think this person will kind of put their cards on the table. They're not going to like say, oh my gosh, you're the love of my life the second that they meet you, right? But they're going to think you're cool and they're curious about you. They want to get to know you, or they want to get to know about your work that you do, your creativity, your artwork, your song that you're writing, because you put your soul, you have the most beautiful soul. You put your soul into what you do, and that really catches this person's attention. So that's quite beautiful. So receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Of course, like I said, use your own discernment, getting to know new energies. Some of you, by the time you see this, you might already be somewhat connecting with this person, or you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so-and-so, right? But it'd be very, very early days, very, very much like just getting to know each other, but really seeing a lot of qualities and values that you appreciate in each other. So I'm going to leave that there, and we're going to look into if you are attracting in a feminine energy. So we have adrenaline junkie, likes to take risks, and fearless. Okay, so we have the bike talk community here, right? We have superficial and authentic, wears a mask. We have family woman, grandmother, heart of the family, loving and giving. And we have independent, lives alone, good in own company, chooses not to be in a relationship. So a bit, some interesting energies. Could be somebody who's like hyper, independent, but very much connected in with their family. It could be a feminine energy that's an old soul, and that's why we have kind of the grandmother energy. Or there could be a few different energies coming out here, right? With the adrenaline junkie and the motorcycle right away, I'm thinking like you probably share the same, hobbies with this person. And that's maybe how you meet. Okay. The superficial and authentic wears a mask. I didn't get that as somebody I didn't pick that up as someone who's superficial. I picked that up as somebody who's guarded, right? This would be a feminine energy that's guarded, obviously, because she's been hurt before. And so, she's not going to put all her cards on the table. She's definitely going to have her wall up somewhat, her hyper independence, and really proud and happy of what she's built and what she's created. But obviously, you've caught this person's attention, or this person has come into your experience, right? And so there's kind of, a curiosity as to why. So when we get into some of the messages, we have, I want you to know I'm supportive of you. So I think this person is a bit more guarded. Now, again, if you get superficial vibes from somebody, then obviously trust your instincts, right? However, I'm more so getting that this is somebody who's quite deep and they just don't share all of who they are right away because they're protective of their heart. So I want you to know I'm supportive of you. So this is someone who wants to see somebody who brings equal, if not more, like effort to the table, right? This would be a feminine energy that wants masculine energy to kind of prove themselves to them, because they know this feminine energy knows her value and knows how loyal and loving and supportive she is. And so she's very picky and particular about who she has in her experience and who she does. But when she does have that person, you know, there is that sense of being, you know, kind of fiercely loyal. I'm getting with the adrenaline junkie and kind of like the red mask and independence, like this is like an Aries feminine energy, a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but that's kind of the sense of what I'm getting here, because Aries are, you know, very protective of their loved ones, you know, but definitely can be, you know, quite feisty, and you know, there's a whole mix here really with this energy. But I feel like this feminine energy also holds back because we have I don't deserve you but I want you, which is interesting. And I don't know that it's necessarily this feminine energy feels they don't deserve you, because we are looking at this as like brand new energy, right? Single energy. I think this is more so somebody who maybe has some self-esteem, you know, challenges, and that can also be the reason for the mask, you know. And everybody has things to work on with their self-esteem and their insecurities. But you as a masculine watching this, like you could be, you know, quite popular, you know, on the social media platforms, or you could be someone very successful and it's very obvious, you know, and that could be a little intimidating somewhat to this feminine energy. But again, there's that sense of curiosity, and you've caught this feminine's attention, so it's kind of her assessing, like, is it worth it to work on my insecurities, because there is that desire to get to know you, right? The masculine energy. And then I think once this feminine, you know, is in a relationship and feels safe and knows that, you know, she can trust the masculine energy, you know, and you take your time getting to know each other, then I feel like she opens up more and more, because then we have, you know, I just want to cuddle and kiss you, right? So then it's more of the affectionate energy. So she's kind of like the black cat energy is coming through here with this feminine energy. And some of you watching this, you know, this video, you might be like, oh, that's me, right? So take what resonates, right? When we get into the love languages, it's really interesting. We have childhood activities. So there's really a playful spirit with this feminine energy, and we have like competitive fun, so almost like the arcade energy, right? Like going out and you know, going bowling, and like the arcade energy and like the competitive fun, you know, quite sporty, you know, very active energy that this feminine is. But again, that's like very much like early days and getting to know each other, and you know, those types of dates, right? And then we have laughter, like a lot of laughter coming through. Again, kind of like the masculine energy, where it's like just getting to know the feminine energy and it being kind of lighthearted and kind of building on that friendship. I'm getting that here, right? With that laughter being a love language. So this feminine energy could be quite, you know, you could share the same type of humor. You know, you could really be having each other laughing, and there could be a lot of lightheartedness and playfulness with this energy. We also have compliments. Okay, so that could be, you know, those are words of affirmation. That could be for you, and that's what this feminine, that's one of her love languages, or that's something that she likes to receive. If it's genuine, you know, that could be the case, obviously. And then we have love letters. Okay, so when I get with this like love letters, and I feel like this feminine energy has a lot of love, you know, within her, and the way she likes to express herself is maybe more so through text than the spoken, you know, her spoken word. So maybe she emotionally communicates more through like writing letters or texts, or letting you know what she appreciates. And we also have workout routines. So we have, you know, very fitness based, active, you know, likes to keep life exciting and keep moving, right? So that could be something else, is like working out, or like supporting each other in your goals and your routines. And then we have I do, like eventually. So I do think like this feminine energy eventually would like to be with someone where, you know, she feels it's the right partner for her, right? And I don't think that she fears commitment. She's just extremely picky. And I feel like it takes time, you know, to get to know her. And she has her walls up, and her walls are up for a reason, right? And so that's kind of what I'm sensing here is this, feminine energy. And I'm not sure if like masculine, if you're going to approach her, she's going to approach you, or how it's all going to come about necessarily, but it definitely feels like it could be something that's quite lighthearted and fun, and getting to know each other on a friend's level, and then being kind of supportive in each other's goals, and then slowly like opening up more and more and more to each other, with the potential of something perhaps longer term if you are compatible, and you are very much connected in with each other. But many layers to her. She's definitely black cat energy, and I feel like masculine, that's what you are calling in here. And again, she could be any sign, right? She could be, I was getting like fire air mix, but she could be any sign here. So again, be discerning with who shows up in your experience. Take your time getting to know new people. But yeah, it looks like it's a really interesting magnetism that you're going to be feeling with this person. And there's still, even with like the feminine energy attracting and a masculine energy, like there's still kind of a bit of a parallel here with these energies, and kind of how things start out early days, very lighthearted and playful, and just getting to know each other. And like, yeah, there's like, I feel like there would be a really nice witty banter you would have as well with each other. A bit sarcastic and playful in that way, razz each other a little bit. Like that's kind of, I think, how this, this kind of starts out. So receive what aligns, release what doesn't. I hope that this brought you value, and let me know if it did. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.